This video is kindly sponsored by PCBWay. Thank you, PCBWay. It's in nice condition. Just attached a disk drive, haven't tested it yet. So we will do this together and we'll see if it works. And I assume it needs a recap. I assume this drive doesn't work or might work, I don't know. And there is something in the trapdoor which we will take a look at in a second. Let's see what happens. Oh, we have a signal. Oh, there's actually a hard disk in here. And it's booting. Ooh, that was fast. Let's see, yeah. We have Workbench and Work. It looks like a fresh install. So we have 2 megs of chip and 4 megs of fast RAM. Not sure if we have any tools on here, like sysinfo, or no, we don't. Let me grab a few disks. So the disk drive is ticking, which is good. Let's try sysinfo. Oh, that works. Okay, nice. Let's see what we have. We have a clock. 68030 CPU, MMU, no FPU. Let's do El Speedo, the one thing we all came here for. And we are 1.14 times as fast as an A3000, which is not bad, and 10 times A600. That's not bad. Memory. We have 4 fast, 2 chip, and that is it. Okay, let's put in Amiga test kit. Yeah. There we are. Nice. Okay. Let's do memory first. Okay, we have the 6 megs of RAM total. Yeah, that looks good. We have the keyboard. Let me quickly check if that all works. Let's check audio. Let's check CIA. Yep, our test passed. Nice. Okay, so that machine is fully working. Great. Let's open it up and take a peek inside. Let's open the trapdoor. And there's a card inside and stuff. Not sure what that is. Looks like an animal to me. Okay, so we have a 4 meg stick of RAM in here. Oh, we can just wiggle this free. That's good. Let's take that out. Ooh, it's a pretty beefy card. And the battery, which is supposedly dead. Can change that, of course. And this is an Amiga Power M-Tech 68030. And it doesn't have a coprocessor, but I have one, so I could plug it in here. Not sure of any Amiga stuff except for maybe the render softwares like Silver and whatever the names were, make use of an FPGA. Oh, there's a seal. I'm going to break the seal. Not sure if I should, but I will. What do we have here? We have a Commodore A1200, serial 530-311, made in the Philippines. Let's see. What do we have? Oh yeah, there's a spinning hard drive in here. There's a Maxtor drive in here. Yeah, I think this has think this has never been opened before. Relatively little, okay, there's a bit of dust in here. I want to say relatively little, which is not true. And there's our hard disk. Nothing special to see here, just a few spider webs. I haven't seen a 1200 with all the metal in quite a while. Most of them nowadays come without them, or any kind of metal that is. And here is our board. Yeah, looks pretty good, I guess. So here's this guy down here. Oh, you can't see that. And there's absolutely nothing to see here. Let's check these others. Looks just the same. Let's check these. Look perfectly fine. Audio caps. Absolutely nothing. And the one that was a bit suspicious was over here. But even that, nothing there. I think this does not need a recap right away. And that is a first. So all that's left to do is just to put it back together and maybe put in a CF card reader instead of a real hard drive, just for good measure, and maybe update the ROMs. The friendly people over at PCBWay sent a package with stuff that I ordered. And there are 5. Wait, there's only 4. There's the 5th. Oh, it's only 4. Okay, my fault. What we have here is, let's check it out. This right here, and this is an Amiga test kit dongle for the serial and parallel port. So you just connect 2 connectors here, one for serial, one for parallel. You can take some from an old serial cable, the I think 24 pin that is, and put it on here and have a perfectly good test dongle for the Amiga test kit to test the serial and parallel ports. I think there have to go some diodes here and some resistors, but that's all. So it's just very few components. And as always, I ordered 10 of each of these because they are small and cost the same as 5. So always check, if you order from PCBWay, if you can just increase the number of PCBs without increasing the price. We have this here. And I did order, I think it's 20 of these, and these are 74 FCT 646 converters to convert these from surface mount to through hole, or the other way around, in an Amiga 3000. So this is just an adapter board, and you solder your pins here and your surface mount chip up here, and can use these in an A3000. And since there are quite a few in an A3000, Amiga 3000 that is, yeah, I ordered a bunch. And now to the main attraction, which is very exciting, because you may know that I am still looking for an Agnes for my A3000, and I had an adapter which was a 8375, I think, the A500 Plus adapter or Agnes to the 8372 AB, which is in a 3000, and yeah, that did kind of work, and then it didn't, and then I removed it and destroyed it, and now I'm faced with a socket which houses a dead AB, so 8372 AB, which is dead, and I'm not willing to again remove the socket to put in another adapter. So my idea was, let's plug in an adapter into the socket and put the adapter on the adapter. thing is, there are no adapters for that. So there's no thing that you put into one of these PLCC sockets except for the chip itself. But someone clever designed something, and that is very exciting. And it's this frame here, which acts like kind of an adapter, and you solder pins here. And these little towers here, not the full length, but if you stack, I think it's 3 or 4, could be 3. If you stack 3 of these on here and solder them on here, you get something that resembles an PLCC chip. And you put some pin headers here and here and here and here and solder them in, and you have something to plug into the socket, and then you can solder something on top of this. And this is quite ingenious. And yeah, that's hopefully my way to create a pluggable adapter, so that you don't have to remove your PLCC socket, but you just take this, you take the 8375 adapter, put in your A500 Plus Agnes, solder that on here, and plug the whole thing into the socket and have a removable version of this. And yeah, that will be a project in the not too far future, because I still want to get my A3000 running again. Yeah, so that's the package. I have a letter, which is a rarity, and this I bought myself on eBay, and someone on eBay, Matthias, actually wrote me a letter which says there's a separate disc in there, which I already put in the box here, with some loading tools, and yeah, the PSU has a broken cable, and as you can see, this is a C64, which has a very light case, light colored case, because it is a C64G with the warranty seal almost intact. There were quite a few of these, obviously, and yeah, these have paper labels. Look at that, it's paper. So Commodore cheaped out again. Well, it looks like paper. Maybe it's not paper, but it looks like paper. I don't know. Yeah, no idea if it works. We have the 1541-2 with the plastic intact. Let's peel that. Wait for it. There we go. Nice little, come on, peeling action. Ooh, okay, nice. Not sure if all that stuff works. It's supposed to, I guess. There came with Super Games, which is or was the pack-in game for the C64G, at least here in Germany. And we have a box full of discs, and I have never seen that kind of discs here. I had to crack the lock, or pick the lock, that is. We have this right here, and these are refurbished or reformatted Microsoft discs. And I think these are factory. So there are quite a few of these here. Microsoft C 5.1, and it says refreshed, unformatted. Same here. This is Microsoft Quick Basic program disk, refreshed. Microsoft whatever, basic, okay. Microsoft Word, and so on and so on. Few demo discs for the 1541, stuff like that. So no serious original games, but a lot of copies. So let's plug this baby in and let's see how it does. And I think we're actually going to use the original PSUs just for giggles and to see what happens. He was writing about a twist or a broken cable, and this should fix that. I'm not sure if that is a good idea, but I will of course have a different cable for that. But for now we will just take it. Hope it doesn't short. Should be a shame. We have a light. Do we get an image? Yes, we do. Oh, it's not a bad image. And the lag is due to the capture thing. Oh, I should probably have turned on the disk drive. What do we have on this Microsoft disk here? Is disk still okay? Oh, no, it's not. Yeah, it's pretty moldy, so I'm not going to insert that anywhere, but these sleeves are really nice. Microsoft sleeves. Like it. Let's check another one. Oh, that's even moldier. Let me check that out for mold. Not using that one either. Goes into the trash immediately. This one looks looks okayish like that, but if you look closer, mold. Goodbye. Next one. Also moldy. So I'm not putting these into the drive because they kill the read-write head. Oh, there's mold on the ring. That's a new one. Nice. Oh, that's woohoo, baby. Moldiest ever. Oh, same here. So don't put these discs into a drive or you will regret it. This has been crunched, so it will not turn. Trash. We have Pirates, oh, which is also on the moldier side of things. Oh, that's gross. Yeah, I think all of these discs can just go right into the trash. Let's see, winter games. What do we have? Oh, that looks not great, but at least okay-ish. Let's see what it does. Oh, it works. Winter games and the loader. Not sure if I should really load it without any kind of fast loader. Okay. Yeah, it's loading. Okay, so the discs are one pretty much for the trash can, but the machine and the disk drive, man, doesn't sound good, but it seems to work. Let's try the cartridge. Did already clean the contacts in the cartridge, so that might be a thing. Let's see what we have. Oh yeah, that works too. Nice. I think we need a joystick for that. And we have one, which is also pretty moldy on the feet. But looks okayish otherwise. And this is also a CPC one. It's a Quick Joy 3, which has micro switches everywhere, which is good. Yeah, that works. International Football by Andrew Spencer, the classic. This was actually one of the first games I ever experienced on a C64 at a friend's house, and it kind of made me want to have a C64. Okay, seems to work. So nothing to see here. I will clean this. It's a very nice light case, no yellowing at all, not even on the keys, which is a rarity. Now, there might be a slight yellowing, very, very slight yellowing here, but all the other keys are immaculate. Gray keys, yeah, very nice condition, and probably the lightest power supply I've ever seen, even though it's also moldy. Yeah, a lot of mold here, not very healthy. But it's the price we pay for these things. Yeah, but I have another thing that came in the mail, which I'm going to show you right now. A new package came in, and yeah, it's kind of big. So I'm going to put it on the floor and take it from there. First up, we have this. This kind of gives away what's in the box. That's a Compaq manual for a portable 386, and I paid 50 euros for this. Not just the manual, but the whole machine, minus the motherboard. So yeah, that's missing. But this book alone is worth more than the 50, and these discs here. So that's kind of nice. Compaq Desk Pro 386. Smells just like paper, which is nice. Yeah. Even have, what's that? Pre-production release. A manual for a modem. So this book is really cool. It's in German, but still. And I assume somewhere out there, there's someone who would really like that. Let's grab the machine. So this is already cool. Really dig manuals and stuff like that. Even though I just keep those for machines I already have or plan to keep. This case, which I'm going to unbox now, will be for a future project. So it even comes in a Compaq bag. What do we have? So there's miscellaneous zippers all around. I think you can actually put another bag on here because there's a zipper on the outside, but no zipper ring. Oh, that's already the machine. Let's try it that way. The little plastic pieces, which is never good because Compaq machines are really brittle. So yeah, it's I think it's just the machine. There's nothing more in here as far as I can tell. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, let's see, what do we have? It's a pretty hefty machine, real beast of a machine, and this is a portable 386, and I do know nothing about this except that it is a PC that you can release the beast by taking this off. Ooh, this keyboard is horrible. It's not clicky, it's just dirty and horrible. We have a cable which is coming apart, to say the least. That's really brittle. Yeah. We have a screen with a hair on top. Let's just assume it's never been there. And this was a 386. And we even have a card on the side. Let me put that back in here so that we can take a look at the machine all around. So that's the top. That's the back. Not sure what that is. It says RGB serial parallel, so there should have been a board here. There's a power supply in there, which is nice. we have some kind of card on this side, which is from the dealer, I assume. Stuff is moving around here. We have, oh, this thing just looks crazy. A networking card and a modem and a 5¼ inch drive with an eject button, which is rare. Normally you have these things. Yeah, so this is, I think, just bolted on there. So this is an expansion kit. The whole machine should only be that wide, and this is an extra. So let's see how do we get this off? Okay, it's just moving from one side, and you can just take it off. It's just plugged in there. Oh, and there would have been a connector, which is not present, so yeah, that's that. So that is some kind of an expansion box that snaps into place. Okay, it releases these clips here, and if you push, these go out. Okay, that's pretty nifty. So that gives you the expansion of 2 more cards. So this might be an ISA slot or something. And I do assume that you can open this right here up, where the cut is, and take the cards out. Yeah, let's put that to the side for now. So that's what we have. There's stuff in there. So let's open this up. It does look like someone has recently been in here. Oh, that's a screw. So there are shorter and longer screws, as always. There should be the final screw. Take that off. Okay, so there's loads of stuff in here. So that's this connector board. PSU, which is quite the beast. Miscellaneous cables. Oh, there's even more cables. And there's the disk drive, and there's stuff to connect stuff. And there's another cable which connected to the motherboard, I assume. We have a power cable. This is for the disk drive. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. And I'm planning to do a project where I put something in here. I did that with a C64, or at least a Raspberry Pi, which had a C64 core on it, and used an iPad as a screen. And yeah, while we're at the screen, let's check out the screen. Let's close this up again here, because right now there's not much to see, and we will see this again in a project video. What do you think? Should I go and try and find a motherboard for this, or should I put something else in here? Not sure yet. I mean, it's in very nice condition, it's just dirty. Let's take a look at the screen. Not sure if that is a standard LED, LCD, whatever ED screen, or if it's a plasma. I have to look that up. Oh man, this machine is so brittle. Stuff is falling all over the place. So this is, you can just move this out of here and up. Put it at an angle. Yeah, so that's that. On to the next package. So next up we have this, and this is for me a missing link. It's the only missing Amiga for me, which is not in a tower case. So with this I complete my Amiga collection, at least the obtainable ones. Yeah, so let's take a look. This is, of course, a CDTV in rough condition. I have to clean this. It's very dirty, but it's doable and it should work. Not sure if it really does, but it should. smells a little of cigarette smoke. On the back side we have the usual suspects. We have RGB video, parallel serial disc. We have audio out. We have keyboard and remote. Remote is joystick and or mouse, which has a special connector. We have, you can see this, a very yellow dust here, so this is definitely a smoker machine. We have the antenna, composite out and MIDI in and out, and I think nothing in the expansion bay. So this is of course modeled after hi-fi stereo part to fit into your living room, because this was meant to be used in the living room, and it has a CD drive inside here, which is compatible to the A590, I think it is, which has the A590, which is an add-on CD drive for the Amiga 500, which also has the CDTV kernel or BIOS inside. So if you plug it in, turn it on, you get the CDTV screen, which you will hopefully see in a minute. Comes with the caddy, which you need to actually use discs on here. So the CD goes into this caddy here. And there's the original welcome disc in here, which is a bit scratched. Yeah, smells heavily of smoke. We have the original CDTV remote controller. Not sure if there are batteries in here. Let's see. Oh, and we have also some nice corrosion in here, at least on this battery. Let's take that out. Yeah, that doesn't look good. And this one is okay-ish. No corrosion on the contacts. That's good. Seems to be in pretty good condition. So this doubles as a controller. Not sure how good that works actually. I think it's infrared, so low hopes. It's only fitting that the dreaded Vata battery strikes again here. Yeah, not great. Fresh batteries. Let's plug in power and let's see if it actually powers on. Yeah, I will have to clean this very, very properly. Not sure if I can actually pull this off, but we will see. Let's also plug in video. So the thing that dies most on these machines is actually the disk drive, the CD drive, that is. It doesn't have a floppy. You can attach a floppy drive, and I have a Gotek drive, so maybe we can use that here. So you can't see that here. Let me turn it like, oh, it's already on. At least the clock is. Let's switch it on. Yeah, it's doing stuff. No disk inside, so not much to see here. Let's switch over to Amiga. Oh, okay, CDTV, nice. So that works, that is good. Can we actually do anything here with this controller? Oh, we can. Okay, controller seems to work. Yeah, that actually works. There's an arrow here, so I assume it's like this. And it's in. Okay, if I press play on tape, does it do anything? No, it doesn't. And it also doesn't eject, which is not cool. It's just trying to load, but it's not loading. Oh, now it's seeking. Oh! So it's reading occasionally. It's doing stuff. That doesn't sound good. It's trying to read, but you can hear it's hurting. I assume the lens is totally toast. Or at least very, very dirty. That does not sound good at all. I mean, it's doing something. It's not doing nothing, but it's not much. So this will be a cleaning project because it's really dirty, and I'm not going to do this now. Okay, I think this concludes today's video. We have a CDTV and we have a C64 that works and a CDTV that is dirty and not great. Cheerio. Thanks again to PCBWay for sponsoring this video. If you need any PCBs, pre-assembled PCBs or 3D printing, please use the link in the description below. Thank you for watching Retro Cine Black. If you liked this video, please like it, give it a thumbs up. If you are interested in content like this, please subscribe and hit this bell icon. I have no idea if it really makes a difference, but you never know. And yeah, it's an algorithm, so I'm not arguing. However, thank you for watching, and I see you on the other side. Cheerio!